Hello friends, now I am going to start the discussion of types of partners, and the second point I will discuss today is types of partnership firms, right? And both are important for your preparation. You have to keep in your mind. First you make the list. I am just stating first the list of the types of partner. First is the active partner. We will discuss in continuation, but first you make the list on your note. Active partner, sleeping or dormant partner, nominal partner, partner in profit only, minor partner, and last, partner by estoppel or partner by holding out. See, this is the sixth point is not implemented in India right now, but it was before independence, but not right now in India, right? Okay. Let us continue to discuss all partners detail independently. The first one is active partner. According to Partnership Act, a person become the partner and take keen interest and parts in management of organization or business enterprise is called active partner. So here I have stated 2 points. Who joined the business organization as the partner? Second, also taking keen interest and participation in management of enterprise. So both points are deciding his status as active partner. Such partner gets his agreed share in profit or loss. Whenever I use the word profit means the loss is already included in it. All the time profit may not possible, right? So how much proportion of the profit he will get? In whichever the year loss will incur, he will get the same kind, he will have to face the same kind of the loss, right? Okay. And also he will work as agent for other partners in the business activities because he is working actively as the partner. So here it is spoken that every active partner is agent of other partners of the same enterprise. I repeat, this is a statement usually spoken in Partnership Act that every agent is every partner is agent for his other co-partners in the same enterprise, right? So his decision will be implemented and accepted even not by talking at that moment. If he is taking any decision, his decision will be accepted, implemented, and bind to all other partners because his status is as active partner. Right, my friends? Okay. Second one is a sleeping or dormant partner. So the person who become a partner by partnership deed and bear the loss or profit. I repeat, a person who becomes the partner by partnership deed and bear a loss or profit, but I repeat, bear loss or profit, but not taking active part in business management of the firm. Second part I repeatedly say bear the profit and loss, but not act as active partner. Such partner is called dormant or sleeping partner. So he has, see, in that situation, he is called inactive, but his liability will not be limited. His liability will also unlimited as like other partner. Because sometime it happens, some people invest money but not taking part in taking decision in firm. So they give their all powers to take decision, and they will only come to the company for getting their part of profit or see that status of loss, nothing else. So in that situation, they are silently agreed with all decisions taken by the other partners. So in that way, his limitation will not be there in term of the liability, but he will also completely responsible for paying the dues from his property also as like other active partners. So his liability is called unlimited because he is silent support to the other partners is considered here, right my friends? So this is the third point. Okay, the fourth kind of the partner is third kind of the partner is nominal partner. See, for quick growth of company, I repeat, for quick growth of company and to make alive in tough competition, a well-known person is ready to give his name to be used by any specific firm, any specific partnership firm. I repeatedly explain the definition. For quick growth of any new establishing firm, to make it alive in tough competition of market, any well-known person allows to use his name as a partner in any partnership firm, then that person is called nominal partner. As example, I use the word. See, I am not saying that which example I am giving, that company is associated with that personality, but just I am quoting one reference, nothing else. Okay. In Kalyan Jewellers, if we think that it is a partnership firm, it is not a partnership firm, but I am saying, for giving example, if Kalyan Jewellers is called as a partnership firm and Amitabh Bachchan is seen in Kalyan Jewellers hoardings by saying that as being a partner, I am with the Kalyan Jewellers, so everybody should accept it. Here he is using the word that he is a partner, but in that case, the company's goodwill will increase because Amitabh Bachchan is there with that company. So, I am not saying that he has invested any capital. So, he is just allowing that partnership firm to use his name, nothing else. So, here not discussed that will he get any profit or not. It depends upon the other partners to what to take the steps in regarding that. But he allow company or partnership firm to use his name. In that situation, he is also called to be a partner even though he has not invested any money as a capital in firm, but his liability will be as like other partners as unlimited liability, because due to his name the company's goodwill has been increased, or firm has increased their goodwill. So in all the way company's importance has been increased, so the value of the company has been uplifted just due to this well-known personality. So he is being publicly declared as the partner of the firm, so he will become the responsible to pay the dues of the company. That is called nominal partner. So here the share of the profit is not discussed, or any investment has not come from him. I have already stated the word. The fourth kind of the partner is partner of profit only. See, usually if any person has been made by other partners by agreeing for sharing the profit, a person is giving his benefit of skill, knowledge and experience. He uses his skill for the betterment of the company as the partner, and in that case he has not brought any capital, but he is entitled for profit because his skill, knowledge and experience has been used. I repeat, any person is using his skill, knowledge and experience for upliftment of the company. He is behaving as like the partner, but he has not brought any capital in the firm, but his skill has given lots of the advantages to the company, so he will entitle for profit. I repeat, he will entitle for profit only. He will not share any loss in firm. So whichever the year the company is suffering by loss, the loss will be shared by remain other partners, but he will not bear any kind of the loss as per his part of the profit. Right? As example, I am continuing to use example of the Amitabh Bachchan. He is with the company to give his experience, advice. He uses skill in any entertainment company to work, but he has not brought any capital, but his skill give lots of the benefit to the company. So in case in any year, I use the word Mukta Arts. In film promotion company, he is working as the partner by using his skill. I am talking about Amitabh. But in case Mukta Arts is suffering by 10 lakhs loss in any year, the remaining partners will bear the loss, and any rupee from the 10 lakhs rupees loss, Amitabh Bachchan will not have to bear any rupee of loss on his shoulder, because he uses skill for company. He has not brought any capital to the company, so his share will remain only in profit, but will not bear any part in loss. Right, my friend? Such kind of the partner is called partner of profit only. Okay. Now the fifth one is partner by estoppel or holding out. See, any person who has not signed any partnership deed, I repeat, who has not signed any partnership deed, not brought any capital, and not share any part of profit. I repeat, a person who has not signed any partnership deed, not brought any rupee as a capital in firm, and not share any part of profit from the partnership firm, but by his behavior a third party is assuming that he is partner of same partnership firm. In that situation he is called partner by estoppel or by holding out. Here he is not getting any profit, he is not bearing any loss, he has not brought any capital, but his behavior is creating the impression in mind of others that he is the partner. So he will not take part in management, he will not bear loss or will not share profit, but in that case his credit has been developed by showing that he is a partner. So in that case, if the same firm is bearing any liability, he will also responsible for bearing the same liability on himself in unlimited way. I repeat, the person has not signed any partnership deed. First. Second, has not brought any capital in company or a firm, partnership firm. Also not sharing any part of profit from the company or the firm, is not bearing any loss also, not taking any part in management, but his behavior is creating the impression in mind of the others that he is a partner of the partnership firm. So as a third party does any business with the same partnership firm, after taking his credit, here his credit has also been increased by showing that he is a partner in the partnership firm by any specific name. But in case any responsibility has been developed or any liability has come on shoulders of partners, so he will also be responsible for bearing unlimited responsibility and liability on his shoulder too. Such kind of the partner is called partner by an estoppel or holding out. Now the last partner type of partner is minor partner. See, remember, any person by age less than 18 years is called minor in term of signing any contract or deed. According to Partnership Act, only an adult person is able to sign any contract or partnership deed. So usually only adult partners could become partner of any partnership firm. A minor cannot be partner, but if any partner dies, I repeat, but any partner dies, his minor child will be allowed in the same firm as minor partner. A minor partner has no liability to pay any debt on the firm. A creditors cannot take any personal property of minor to get their dues to be paid from it. And when he become the adult, our India's age of adult is 18 years. So by 18 years he could be declared as the adult, so he could take a decision at that time to join the same firm as the partner or not. So if he desire, then he could become continue as the partner with the same responsibility and liabilities on other partners too. So here I repeat the situation. If any adult partner has died, he has one minor child. By getting consideration and acceptance and permission of other adult partners of the present partnership firm, a minor child of the died adult partner will be brought in company as a minor partner. In that case, a minor partner will not be liable to pay any dues of the firm. Any of his own name having personal property will be brought in attachment for paying any dues of any other creditor, and he will have freedom to show his desire in future by his adult age to join the company or the partnership firm or not. Right, my friends? Such kind of the partner is called adult partner. Sorry, minor partner. Right, my friends? So I am just elaborating the example. Any 56 years old partner has died of any Umia trading company as a partnership firm. 3 other partners has agreed to join. 13 years old son of 56 years old died partner. So this 13 years old child will be incorporated in the partnership firm as the minor partner, and in that case he will share only profit. Remain 3 partner will be liable to pay the dues. Right, my friend? The 3 other partners will be liable for paying the remaining dues on the company. In that case, if any flat on this 13 years old minor partner's name is there, his personal property will not be attached with the partnership firm's dues to pay to the creditors in market. Right, my friends? Such partner is called minor partner. Okay, here I have tried to explain minor, major, nominal, active, dormant, and partner by estoppel and partner in profit. All kind of partnerships today. Right, my friends?